Welcome back to Mael's luxury auto. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 2000, if reborn today, would represent more than just a motorcycle, it would be a statement. It's a thunderous throwback to a time when raw displacement ruled the cruiser segment, and nothing else on the road dared to challenge it. Although Kawasaki has not officially announced a 2025 version of the Vulcan 2000, the legacy of this beast lives on so vividly that imagining its modern iteration feels almost real. Back when it was first released in 2004, the Vulcan 2000 was the world's largest production V-twin cruiser, boasting a monstrous 2053cc engine. That engine alone was enough to shake the ground beneath it, delivering around 116 horsepower and 141 pound-feet of torque. The numbers were staggering, but it wasn't just the specs that made the Vulcan 2000 iconic, it was the experience of riding something so unapologetically powerful, so beautifully overbuilt, that you couldn't help but feel like you owned the road. In this imagined 2025 version, Kawasaki would keep that massive V-twin at the heart of the bike but refine it with modern technology. While the original carbureted or early FE systems were capable, today's advancements in fuel injection, ride-by-wire throttles, and emissions control would make the bike more efficient, more responsive, and more environmentally friendly without losing its brutal torque delivery. A modern engine management system would also enable features like traction control and selectable riding modes, perhaps a cruise, sport, and rain setting, to suit different environments without dulling the Vulcan's signature character. Still, it would remain a cruiser that doesn't apologize for its mass or its muscle. The chassis would need to be as solid and imposing as ever, but with tweaks to accommodate the demands of today's riders. A double cradle steel frame would still provide the foundational stiffness, but Kawasaki would likely incorporate lightweight materials in non-critical areas to reduce overall weight. Suspension would be another area ripe for improvement. The 2025 Vulcan 2000 would benefit from a fully adjustable rear monoshock and an upgraded 47mm inverted front fork, both tuned for the kind of comfort and control a big cruiser demands. The ride would be plush over highway stretches but planted in corners, with an emphasis on high-speed stability and effortless long-distance cruising. Braking would take a huge step forward from the original setup. The original dual 300mm front discs and a single rear disc were adequate at the time, but with modern bikes boasting radial-mounted calipers, cornering ABS, and linked braking systems, the 2025 version would surely match that standard. Safety, comfort, and control would all be brought into the modern era, while still offering that unmistakable confidence you feel when sitting astride a true heavyweight. Styling would honor the original but push the envelope in design. The muscular tank would return, teardrop-shaped, sweeping down into a broad, sculpted seat designed for long-distance comfort. Chrome wouldn't be shy. Polished finishes on the exhaust, engine covers, and handlebar trim would highlight the cruiser DNA. LED lighting would bring a modern edge, with a circular LED headlamp reminiscent of the classic design, updated with DRLs for visibility. Indicators and brake lights would also be LED, smoothly integrated into the lines of the fenders. The instrumentation would blend analog aesthetics with digital functionality. Think large, circular dials with retro fonts paired with a high-resolution TFT screen nestled inside, showing gear position, riding mode, fuel economy, range, and connectivity features like Bluetooth navigation and call alerts. And yes, a USB-C port would be standard for charging devices on the go. Comfort and ergonomics would be central to the Vulcan 2000 experience. This isn't a sport bike, it's a machine built for presence and comfort. The seat height would remain low, around 27 inches, allowing riders of varying heights to flat-foot at stops. Floorboards would be wide and slightly forward set, and the handlebars would arc back naturally to suit long hours in the saddle. Kawasaki's adjustable Ergo Fit system could make a debut here, allowing riders to select different seat, handlebar, and foot control positions at the dealership, ensuring a perfect fit regardless of rider size or preference. Touring versions of the bike might come equipped with lockable hard saddlebags, a quick-release windscreen, and heated grips, practical features that would expand the Vulcan's range beyond bar hopping and boulevard cruising to full-on cross-country travel. As for sound, that's something Kawasaki would never neglect. A deep, throaty rumble from the exhaust is part of what made the Vulcan 2000 so special, and in the 2025 version, that character would be preserved. Thanks to advances in exhaust design and tuning, Kawasaki could keep the sound raw and commanding without running afoul of modern noise and emissions regulations. It would roar to life with authority and settle into a menacing idol that tells everyone nearby, this is not a bike to mess with. In terms of technology, the 2025 Vulcan 2000 wouldn't be overburdened with rider aids, but it would have just enough to enhance the experience. Cruise control would be a must, especially for long highway rides. A tire pressure monitoring system, keyless ignition, and smartphone integration would round out the tech package, ensuring modern convenience without compromising the bike's old-school soul. The Vulcan 2000 has always been a machine for riders who crave presence. It's not for those who want to blend in, or those looking for the lightest, sharpest bike in the lot. It's for the cruiser purist who wants to feel the pulse of a big V-twin and leave a lasting impression with every ride. With a reborn 2025 model, Kawasaki would have the chance to merge heritage with progress, a celebration of classic muscle cruiser DNA, paired with the safety, reliability, and refinement of modern engineering. If Kawasaki ever brings the Vulcan 2000 back, even as a limited edition, it wouldn't just be a return, it would be a revival of an era. It would bring something missing from today's market, an unapologetically powerful, visually dominant cruiser that's not trying to compete with everything else, because it knows it's in a class of its own. The Vulcan 2000, reborn for 2025, would stand as a testament to why big displacement, big style, and big heart will never go out of fashion.